Welcome to On the House. In this episode, the audio and camera issues are gone as the gentlemen are back in their respective homes.
No cameras losing focus,
Julian is still secretly hoping to find the one.
You're the happy in a relationship guy. I'm the hopeless romantic of the podcast. This is what we do.
And makes a controversial statement that threatens the very nature of this podcast.
Got Native American in my blood, bro, so I turn red anyways.
Fuck does that mean?
We see another interesting side of John.
Actually, it's a group thing, but I run this bitch.
And he also shares how he handles first dates.
So if I don't want to see your ass again, we're gonna split this motherfucker.
You're a whole different type of savage, dog.
The shenanigans are absolutely fantastic, as always, and there's many laughs shared.
My bank account says I ain't hungry, dog.
Hey,
so I guess I ain't hungry. It's not as bad. What do you like to eat? All of it.
Oh my God, you know food? I fuck with it. Yo, this is wild. It's like, you're not telling me anything.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy this potentially final episode of On the House.
What's going on, y'all? We are back with another episode of On the House. We are back in our respective locations, so you guys will have some good audio in this episode.
And you'll be
no
in focus
cameras.
the whole time.
I'm gonna say no cameras losing focus.
No cameras.
We're gonna get that. Listen, we do. I was telling John, we do the remote episodes way more often, so it's a lot easier for us to get a flow for how those are supposed to go. In person is gonna get fire. Just bear with us.
It will. Just think of episode 2 of this one. It's still not great.
Yep. Oh.
I recorded in slow-mo in the first one, so.
But now these episodes are fire, and they're only getting better. My man over here bought a desk when I was in Seattle, bro.
This setup is getting more stable. I got stability in here. I got stability in my
it's getting
house.
Fire.
We gon' do this shit.
Well, since we're on that wave, bro, what's a piece of tech you're grateful for?
A piece of tech I'm grateful for. Woo.
Yeah.
Woo. Man, you know what? I'm gonna say this camera because I bought this shit. Man, probably about a year ago, or maybe a little under a year ago. And actually, no, I don't even know. It's been a while, but I bought it with the intention of doing YouTube videos, transitioning from TikTok to YouTube and going there. Cause I consulted you when I bought this shit.
Yeah.
So damn, that's why I know it wasn't a year ago. Anyway, but I bought it with the intention of doing that. But I did a few YouTube videos, but I realized that wasn't really my thing at the time. So, but then I did a podcast with our mutual friend for a bit. That was this camera. And then this now. So I'm just glad I bought it because I think at this point, if I hadn't had it, then I would just be like, shit, now what do I do? This man's setup is already putting me to shame, but at least I have something. At least I'm going to look good now.
You put me to shame in the last one, let me tell you, because my stuff was slacking. I brought my mics, I brought my cameras, and my camera wasn't in focus.
Yeah, but I'm grateful for it because thank you for the recommendation, of course. But the cooking videos I did on it and a bunch of other shit. It's just been fun and it did not disappoint. It's been great.
So what's up? I like that answer. I low-key was expecting you to say your car, but
I purposely was not gonna bring that shit up on here.
Well, good, because I'm not gonna say my car either. Good. I was gonna say my camera. But I'm going to leave that alone since you said your camera. I'm going to come up with something original. I had never bought one brand new before. I had always bought it off Facebook Marketplace, but I decided to splurge on myself and buy one brand new. This is my M1 Pro, MacBook Pro. This is my baby, bro. Look at it. This thing is such a good laptop. I don't think y'all understand. This is a 2022 laptop. I feel like it can run for another 10 years. This thing is so good. It literally charges full charge in an hour. It's so powerful. It handles all the podcast stuff. I mean, the only thing I messed up on it, I got a small storage. but I edit off of my SSD and it makes everything fine anyway. So it's like, dude, I don't even need a large storage on this thing. This thing, like, along with my camera, has been key for me to get better on YouTube and stuff, because I don't have to sit at my desk. I can, go out to Seattle, be editing while I'm out there on the plane. I'm editing, checking emails and all that. And it's it's not too large because it fits like right in that like airport thing, like that folds down. It fits perfectly on that end table where it's not too big, not too large. It's perfect, or not too small. I mean, perfect size. And perfect computer. I freaking love it, dude. I'm a tech nerd, so I can go all day on tech. This is not the purpose of this podcast.
Nope, that's what I was saying. I was gonna say I could list another 2 or 3 things I'm grateful for.
Yo, facts, right? AirPod gang. Let me stop.
Smart door lock.
Put in noise cancellation mode.
Open your.
I only hear John. Let's go.
Button.
Oh, I forgot you got that junk. Yo, that was cold. Yo, I pulled up on him and he was like, "Bro, watch this." I was like, how I get that? Hey, where you find that at? I'm telling you, bro, there's a lot. Like, I love my tech.
It's dope.
Please do. Please do.
Oh, I got you. Don't even trip.
All right. But I'm also grateful for AI, because AI makes this podcast better in ways you guys can't even understand.
You have no idea the time that
it makes our lives easier, and it makes the podcast better. So thank you, AI. Anyway.
It gives us, more specifically you, a lot of time back, and it makes it better. So
wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be the whole podcast if you don't get off this shit.
yeah, literally. We're 2 tech nerds talking about relationships. We're undercover nerds. I was just telling somebody that the other day. I'm like, dude, I'm such an undercover nerd, man.
I guess I am too. I thought I wore it on my sleeves, but I guess not.
Bro, people don't realize it until they start talking to me about stuff. Because like I was talking about the Tesla and I was explaining all the things I love about it. And never once did I mention, I'm sorry, this is going to offend somebody, but never once did I mention the fact that it's like a green car and like, good for the environment. I was talking about everything else about the car, and they're like, but how about you don't need gas? And I was like, oh yeah, that too. You know what I mean? I was like, oh yeah, that too. That's great too.
That's funny. That'll be one of the first things. I love all the tech in it too, but the first thing is just like, man, just to not how much money I save on gas is crazy.
That too. I mean, that's fair. I'm not, and I wasn't thinking of it like I think that's where I was like, oops, you know what I mean? I probably should be thinking of it like that, going green and all that, but I wasn't.
Hey, we gonna go a little bit more on this. There was somebody at my job. There was, cause there was a dude, this tattoo that dude nerded out about at the wing spot. There was somebody that had a lanyard with some characters from the game, and I was like, dude, I love your lanyard. And he was like, I don't think they sell it anymore. And I was like, I don't know if you've seen this. And I showed him. He was like, what? He was like, yo. And then he pulled up his sleeve, and he had 2 characters from the same game tattooed on his arm. I know.
Yo, the way you nerded out on that, I was like, oh, this is the nerd side of John. I was like, I love it. I was sitting there, I didn't understand a thing going on, but I was like, I was like, man, I feel him on this, because like I get like this with certain topics too, and it's hard to explain. There's only certain things where I just I don't know why I brought up tech for gratitude, because like that's one of the ones I'll just be like, and I won't stop. So
I know that's what I'm saying. Go ahead and produce.
Yeah. My bad. We gonna be here all day, y'all. Y'all gonna click off, man. Anyway. So for today's topics, we have, we're going to talk about our drinks in a second and tell y'all what we've been drinking, because we've already been drinking. But we want to do you guys a favor. These episodes have felt a little long, and we want to condense them a little bit for you guys. So we're only going to do one topic today, and that's going to be money in relationships. Then we're going to go to our commercial, and we're going to have our fun segment. So a little bit shorter. That's why we're probably being a little more loose with the gratitude segment, but it's a little bit shorter, but it's still going to be a whole lot of fun, and it's going to be all condensed. So you won't have to worry about, trying to squeeze all this episode into what little bit of time you might have, because you have a busy life. We know you do. Because we all do. Life is crazy lately. So
that was the main reason for this. I'm talking to you. We wanted to give you more of your time back. We had you in mind when we made this change.
Screw me. Who cares about me? It's for you.
No, this is for you. Thank you for joining us. And we hope you enjoy.
Thank you for that. I feel like I need to go meditate now. All right. Anyway, well, since you're on your meditation kick, tell me, what are you drinking, sir?
Oh, man. So I tried this. Full disclosure, we were going to record Thursday, like always. It is not Thursday today. Just a little minor miscommunication. Sometimes you send voice messages and they don't go through. And there's no way for you to know they didn't go through. It's just no one.
Right, because they disappear on your ends. It's like,
they disappear on your ends. So if you don't check to make sure it got delivered
or not,
the shit is gone. Yeah. So miscommunication, busy weekend. We recorded on a Monday, but I was going through the store on Thursday because I was like, let me just grab some. But I found some sake that's flavored. Typically, sake isn't flavored. It's typically soju that is. But I guess there are some times where it is. But found this at Costco, one of my favorite stores of all time. It is, let's see, honeydew, pumpkin. Oh, that's it. Flavors of honeydew melon and pumpkin. So
interesting.
That's what we got here. You can mix it with something, but I just poured it over some ice with some bitters. And full disclosure again, it was probably really good on its own. However, I just ate a burger and some fries, so I wanted something a little sweeter. I made a little simple syrup and added it in there. So
burgers sound fire right now.
Yeah, it was so good. It's this place called Bomb Burger down the street. But that's me. What you got?
I just got, it's halfway gone now. The grenadine is all gone, but.
Woo! I didn't know you were that deep in.
This was, you good? This was a tequila sunrise.
That was just.
Shout out to John's wifey for the recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gone. I'm gonna have to re-up during commercial. Not this commercial. Actually, maybe. But I'm gonna have to re-up and then we'll get right. You know what I mean?
I think you'll be all right with the condensed version. I think you can do it and it won't be prolonged to where your eyes is getting low.
I'm telling you, it was the hat before. That's why I'm not wearing it forward, because the hat was giving me like these like.
It was the hat, everybody.
I hate you. It was giving me these like raccoon eyes, bro. I'm telling you.
I forget what episode it was, but it was not the hat. You was up there like with these 3-second blinks.
Anyway, on that note, we are gonna go talk about money and relationships. We'll see you when we get back, guys. Welcome back, guys. We are here to talk about money in relationships. That money, you putting out that money? You got that bread, John?
No. That was just a symbol for money. I'm
about to say, dog. All right. So here's my thing with money and relationships, right? I think you might have a similar outlook on this. Okay. I feel like if I really mess with you, if I really vibe with you, I really like you, there ain't no dollar amount that I got in my account that you don't have access to. You know what I mean? Not like one. There ain't a single dollar. Like if I really likes you like that and I really mess with you, outside of what my day-to-day bills are, the rest of that liquid cash is just like, yo, like you need something, you good? Like you straight? You hungry? Oh, okay. You said you was hungry? I got you. Hold on, let's go to the store. Let's go get you some food. You said what? You said you wanted that bag? I got you. Hold on. It ain't like I got money like that to be doing that. It's not about the money. I just work hard to provide for people I care for, man. Like that's just my vibe, bro. I don't know, man.
I'm going to agree just because I know I'll get way more enjoyment from seeing the joy on someone's face, especially someone I really care about, than the joy I'll get out of buying something. For me, it's like instant. Like I bought it, cool. 9 times out of 10, that's the peak of it. Only thing I haven't seen that with is like some tech stuff, my car currently. But like most of the other shit, It's that peak is like buying it, bringing it home, maybe opening it for the first time, and then for me, it's just usually like, and then it might sit somewhere and I may not use it. But
I haven't touched my PS5 in weeks, bro.
Like that's a prime example because you were all about that shit for a minute, and then
right.
Yeah, but like when I buy something like when I bought shit when you came out here, that shit was dope. It felt good to be able to do that. And like we had a lot of good food. We was going all over the place. That felt good. Like what?
When you're not used to it, when you're not used to people spending money on you, okay, it's very hard. When someone's willingly like, "Hey, I'm gonna really take care of you this trip," and you like, huh?
Yeah,
you gonna do what?
Yeah, you were still like, oh, I'm gonna get this. Is that okay? It's like, man, if you don't just order the
got
food
me asking for permission. Where I'm over here like, hey man, like, do you care? Like, man, get out of my face, bro. Like, yo,
do you care if I get this?
Like, dog,
if you don't get
shut
some
up.
fucking food, man.
For real, you got me all timid, like hey man, like I feel like a little kid. Hey man,
you reverted back.
I really like this. I really want to try this. Like, is that okay? Like, do you care?
Cool? It's like, you see what I ordered? That shit that you got is way less than that.
Like half the price. And I'm over here like, hey man, I really want some pork chops.
It wasn't even. It was just like that shit was comedy. But yeah, so shit like that.
I'm used to being that guy, so I'm not used to receiving that. You know,
I'm not either. So that's why it feels good to do because I'm not used to being the guy doing it or receiving it. So it felt good. And like the times I bought shit for wifey, like I'll just buy shit. Like I've always been like that though. But it's if I see something that I think she'll like, I'll just buy the shit. And so, even if it's something little, like a pair of socks or like, a magnet or like a pin, you know,
like
little
the
shit like
bookstore
that.
you made me go to.
We went to a bookstore. I was looking for a book for her. I was wrong. I was absolutely wrong. I thought she wouldn't like that book. Turns out she wants that book. So what do you think?
Yeah.
I got that motherfucking book in my house right now.
Oh, you did get it?
Fuck yeah, I got it. What you mean? I'm putting
This
together.
dude went back and got it.
I'm putting together like just some little gifts to give her. Yeah, hell yeah. She said, "Oh, like you saw how excited she was when I mentioned it." She was like, "Oh shit, they had that," and I was like, "Fuck." She really wanted that, so I got that. Just little shit because I remember shit that people like. So when I see something, it's like, "Oh, cool," and I don't want to be like, "Hey, they have this." Like I'll just get it and then I'll give it to you. So that's why, especially in relationships, I like doing shit like that. Which is why I'm not really a big fan of these traditional holidays that are surrounded about gift giving because I do that shit 24/7, 365. Like I know this is your favorite candy. So I'll probably just, if I see it at my job, because we have a little convenience store with some snacks and stuff there. Or if I'm just out and I see something like, oh, she likes this, I'm gonna just get it and give it to you. You know what I mean? Just maybe some random flowers and shit. I don't need to be told because I'm going to do this shit all the time. I'm going to show appreciation with quality time, with attention, and with gifts. You know what I mean?
Do you ever feel like, though, because that's the guy you are, that gets, like, taken advantage of in some cases? Because it's like, I know for a fact he's going to do for me. He's going to keep doing for me. So, like, I don't got to do nothing. He's just going to do for me. And it's like, Yo, that drives me nuts, bro.
Case in point.
It becomes expected.
Yeah, I will not say who because I don't believe in talking bad about people, especially in a public setting. Well, unless they fucking deserve it, but it's not really. It's just her philosophy on it. I don't think she needs to be called out for it, but she specifically told me at one point, this is somebody I dated, she said that her money is her money and my money is her money. That's a direct quote.
Excuse me, how do I pay my bills?
I could pay.
I just want to know, like,
I could pay my bills and some of hers, and then after that, it's because her money she just spends on herself. and I pay, and she'll pay some bills too. I don't want to take that away from her. She was paying some bills too, but she would spend her extra money on herself. And so my extra money was to spend on us or like buying shit for her. So that can be a pain point, especially when you're a people pleaser and you don't have the confidence to speak up for yourself. And so you just go along and you're going through the motions just to try to keep the peace in the relationship. And you're with somebody that is confident and has that sort of command with how they want things, and you're not confident in return. You're gonna be a doormat, and they're gonna walk all fucking over you, just like she did to me. Because I wasn't like, nah, we not doing that shit. Now it'd be like, fuck you mean? Like that's it for me. Like that, if you quote that shit to me at any point, we good. We ain't got to do this shit no more. It's all good. It's all good.
We done, bro.
I didn't want a dependent. That's not why I'm doing this. I did not want to.
Can't even claim you on my taxes. Where?
Yeah, I didn't want a 30-something-year-old dependent. Get out of here. You know what I mean? So, so that's how it can complicate things, and that's the negative side of it, where money in relationships can be ugly. I mean, that's why it's one of the most popular grounds for divorce is money, just because it can get complicated. People, when finances get intertwined, you don't like how people spend money, or it's all a whole other realm of, or people, when you do spend money on people, or when you spend money on people, you have these expectations you set on them, where it's like, I bought you this, so now what? Or I gave you money for this, so now you owe me. Or like, I gave you money for this, but you spend it on that. Like, what the no, I gave you money just because I wanted to help you. Whatever you spend it on is on you. Like, whatever.
That's fair. I will say this though, with that, there does come a point where it's like, I spent so much on you, and I've been spending on you non-stop. When are you gonna show me some love?
That would be nice.
You know what I mean? Like, when are you gonna show me some appreciation? I've been doing this, and this. And again, I don't mind it. But then there are certain situations that come up where, you might treat other people better. You might be doing more for other people who aren't doing nearly as much for you as I am. And it's like, yo, where is my love at?
That's where that comes into play, where you said it's when you're doing it to the wrong, or doing it for the wrong person. That's what can come, where they're like, oh, he's just gonna buy me shit, and I don't have to get him anything, so I'm not gonna get him anything, because he's gonna give me this shit regardless. Because some people will have that guilt of like, don't buy me this shit, because then I'm gonna have to get you something. You know what I mean? They have that sort of obligation. So, but there's other people where it's like, I didn't get you anything, and if you're like, no, I'm cool, then they're up here, it's gonna be like, oh, all right, well, let's see if that happens again. And they'll just keep going with, well, I don't have to get him shit, so I'm not gonna get him shit, because he's just gonna keep giving me shit, and I'm cool, and I can spend my money on other shit. That was me in that relationship. I already
told a Tic Tac story up here.
Damn, you did. Fuck. Not even the right ones.
Like what, about birthday or something? Go back to I forgot what episode that was. Well, it was one of them episodes. I told the story. I was trying to be cute, and I got the most awkward thing happened to me, I think, ever happened to me in my life. Man, that was actually not true. I'm an awkward person. I got a lot of awkward stuff that happened. This
girl at my job told me she bought her boyfriend, I think for Christmas, she bought him cologne and deodorant. And I was like, damn. You trying to send him a message or what?
Dog, you stink. You stink.
It's like, cologne,
load it
cool.
up.
Cologne seems cool. It's like, hey, I like the way this smells. I want you to wear this. But the deodorant too? And I mean, if it was a gift pack, maybe. But even then, it's like,
here, take this care package. You really could use it.
Take this care package. Oh, man. Fortunately, for me, wifey now is not like that. We still have some issues from our previous relationships that we're working through in regards to money. I have some. She has some. But we're at this point where we're communicating that, and it's just so much easier. She'll do things just because, Like there was, I got her something and I left it here at my house. Cause I was like, I was like, I'll leave it for my house. Like I'll leave it at my house. You could just come pick it up. So she was like, all right, cool. So I wrote a note, just like, dear love of my life. Like, here you go. I hope you have a great day. Blah, blah, blah. I love you. So I did that. Cool. She came, picked it up. I got home from work. She, cause I just wrote it like on a Post-it note. It was like a little piece of construction paper cause I ain't got Post-it notes cause I don't write shit. But she just flipped it over and wrote like, dear love of my life, like, and wrote her a note back and propped it up. And then she bought me a pen because I got that leather jacket with all the pins on it. And she bought me a pen and was like, I bought this. I have the same one. So now we have matching pins. Like, that's what I'm saying, right? Right? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Reachonthehowse at Gmail. It was closed before that story. It was closed before that story, and I was open.
That's what I'm saying.
Man.
Just little shit like that. She just got me a pin, and I was like, because she's bought me a pin before. And it was like hell yeah, like a thank you, because she knows I like collecting them. But she pays attention to shit like that. It's just something that small because she put thought into it. It's meaningful. Mm-hmm. Not only that, but she was like, I have this same one, so now we have matching pins. It's like,
well, that's all fine and dandy, but what about when you get in the house together and you're like, yo, light bill gotta get paid tomorrow. Like, what you doing? What am I doing? Like, how does that look for you, bro? What does that look like? What does that discussion look like?
Yeah.
And like, how do you navigate that discussion, bro?
I think the importance of that discussion happens well before you're in that situation.
Yeah. Definitely.
I think that's what a lot of people don't do is they don't vet those things out. They don't get that part out until they're in that situation. You don't find out because it's sort of taboo to talk about money. People don't like talking about how much they make or what they're spending their money on or credit or any of that shit. Some people do. I'll give them that credit. Some people do, especially, past a certain age or when you're looking for someone to build a life with. A lot of people do. But for the most part, I don't think it's a topic that comes up because it's sort of taboo. So you don't talk about it, and then bam, you're in it. And then it's like, oh, you don't pay your bills on time? Like, I pay my shit early. You know what I mean? Or I have my shit on auto pay or whatever it is. And then you're like, ooh, shit, that's how you get down? Uh-oh. And so that's why it becomes a pain point because you didn't talk about it before. So it's not going to be easy to bring up now.
Verizon's on auto pay. You save $10 a line, dog. I'm on auto pay. I ain't gonna hold you. That's like the only one that's on auto pay. You save $10 a line. How y'all gonna give me $40 right now just to be on auto pay? I'm on auto pay.
Just to take my money.
I'm gonna be on auto pay. Yeah, bro.
I ain't got shit on auto pay.
You better say that $10 a line and stop playing.
I mean, I only pay for me. $20. Maybe I will. But I can't do auto pay for just me and my mom. I only pay for me and her. When we on my brother and his wife and like 2 of his kids is on there, I ain't paying for everybody.
Oh, boss, yeah. At that point, you got to pay everybody. You pay through
I ain't doing all that.
You tell your brother put on auto pay, man. Be like, bro, look put this on auto pay. Here's how much you can save, dog. You get debit card. This is my bad. This is the old sales. I used to work at Verizon in sales. So like,
hey,
this is stuff I used to tell people.
If I move off of there and just me and my mom on a plan, because I'm going to keep paying for hers, then I'll do that. I got you. Until then, no. I don't know. I like being in control of shit. So I feel that. I know when everything I have to pay is due. I know the dates. It's all up here. If I really need to, or if I want to, I'll set a reminder. I'll put it in the calendar on my phone. But, I mean, I ain't got that many bills, so I know when the shit's due. You know what I mean? So I've just gotten so used to that I don't. Plus, being broke is crazy. So I don't want auto pay to hit and overdraft because that was a fucking thing.
I'm so grateful for the time I spent living alone because I got so bare minimum on my bills that I know how to stay bare minimum. You know what I mean? I know how to stay necessities only. Like, I don't pay for cable. I have internet only. I splurged a little bit on my phone bill, but that's just because, like, tech, hello. Like, of course, I'm splurging on my phone bill.
Yeah.
But other than that, dude, like lights, like I be chilling, dog. Like for real. The only reason why my light bill goes up now is because I got electric heat in this apartment. So it's like wintertime, yo, bill goes crazy. But other than that, man, I be good, bro.
I'm not laughing at you. You're right. I was laughing because I agree with everything you said about
you got
living on your own or just. Well, for me, what it was living on my. Well, I wasn't living on my own, but just being broke as shit humbled me and was like, yeah, you really gonna pay for Hulu and Netflix and HBO Max and what else did I fucking have? Disney Plus. You really? Yeah. All right. Let's see how much you eat this month then. If you're gonna keep all those. So
bro,
all that
all right, that's my toxic trait, bro. That's the one bill. Like, listen, that's the one bill. That food bill always takes a hit. I don't know why. When I'm broke, dog, I skip meals. That is my broke habit. Yo, for real, bro. For real. I ain't hungry right now. Like, I got $5 in my account. Oh, I ain't hungry. I could be sorry. I ain't hungry. Bro, there are nights I went to bed like where I ain't really eat because I was like, dog. My bank account says I ain't hungry, dog. So I guess I ain't hungry.
A few months ago, I was there. We just gonna have hope for dinner. We gonna dream about sandwiches. I'm gonna dream about some hot soup.
Oh boy! Reachonthehowse at Gmail. If you trying to be with a brother like that,
I told you, man. I was surviving on Costco hot dogs. I ate that every day
like
for
that, bro.
weeks.
Dutchess for me, dog. Dutchess hot dogs. Boom.
It was $1. No, because it's at Costco. It's $1.50 for a hot dog and a drink.
Yeah,
and that was my meal for the day. So let's eat it at whatever time you want. You want to eat it at lunch, and that's it, or you want to eat it before you go to bed. Which one? Whichever one it is.
I'm before I go to bed. I can't sleep hungry. So like,
one
meal a day, I gotta eat before bed.
It's way harder to sleep hungry. Dog.
I can't sleep hungry, dog.
But that's because of that.
I can't.
Oh no, it's because it's not. You can't get comfortable. You can't get comfortable. But that's why to this day, I can't. I don't know if I could ever eat a Costco hot dog again, man. I go to Costco a lot, and I'll go to the food court. But if I see a hot dog, if I smell that fucking hot dog, it just brings back awful memories, and I want nothing to do with it.
Necessity, bro. Necessity breeds this, bro. I'm telling you, man.
But that's what I mean about. That's why money. I think, I especially now, I see it in a different perspective. A few years ago, I had a completely different mindset. There was all this shit I wanted. You and I had this conversation recently where it was like, I used to aspire to get like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or like all this shit, a Rolls Royce Phantom and all that shit. But I don't give a fuck about none of that shit now.
Give me a Model S.
I'm cool with what I got right now. And now if, shit happens and I make more money, then I might change it. But I don't. Even then, it's like, do I really need to? Because I don't know.
Dope.
This was fine. This was doing great. I love this thing. So just that alone put it in perspective for me too, where it's like, I've made a lot of money and spent a lot of money on myself before. And I remember not being happy at all. Just not even at all. I was going out all the time. I was buying all the shit I wanted. I wasn't happy. I had all the shit I wanted at the time, but it just wasn't. So now it's like, I'd much rather, I'm good. Like you said, because of being broke for so long and having to cut so much shit out, my bills are low. That's why I splurged a little on the car. That's why, because I ain't really got shit. I got my place, I got my phone, I got my car, insurance, credit card. That's pretty much it. So everything else is just like, cool. I get to, my dog is coming out here. So we get to go stupid for a couple of days and just go all over the place.
Eat food we ain't normally eat and work.
I ain't had no shit like that in a while. That was dope. Going out with wifey or just buying her shit randomly. I want to travel more. So shit like that. And just having these experiences with people that are so much more meaningful to me And it's not like I'm taking this shit with me nowhere. So I might as well have I'm more on spending it on experiences than on things. I don't want a bunch of shit. I don't need a bunch of shit. I like my place now because I can't get a bunch of shit. If my place was bigger, I'd probably have that obligation of like, all this empty space. I gotta fill the space. I can't do that here. If I buy something new, like if I buy a new coffee table or something, this shit gotta go. I ain't know where to put it. You know what I mean? I bought a desk.
I like that though.
This shit is foldable because I ain't got nowhere to put this shit. But I like it. I don't care. I don't want to have a lot of shit. I don't want or need it. So I like that's what I like about my relationship now is her and I are similar in that, where it's like, we don't need a bunch of things. We don't want a bunch of things. We have the shit we have. We know we have to, you need money for obvious reasons, but we don't like the commercialism of a lot of things. And so we prioritize like making things more, or just spending money on quality time. And like, shit, we go to thrift stores and shit. We go to shit like that because it's trying to save money. We were talking the other day and I was like, yeah, I was talking about wanting to go to IKEA with her just because it's a big ass store. Mm-hmm. And I thought it would just be fun just to go in there.
IKEA dates are fun.
That's what I'm saying. It's huge. I was like, there's a bunch of cheap shit. And she was like, I feel like you and I have different definitions of cheap. And I was like, girl, don't try to out cheap me. Don't you try to out cheap me. We can do this. We can fucking do this. But
this dude put me on the thrift stores, bro. I thought I was cheap before I met John.
Man, I'm cheap as shit.
Dude put me on the thrift stores. I was like, yo, I got a suitcase for $5.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it was a $10 carry out. I'll get it.
$10. There's very few things. I mean, there's a few things you kind of have to spend money on. Like, for instance, tattoos. But you don't have to, but you probably should. I mean, it's up to you.
Know your
body.
artist.
Do whatever the fuck you want. But
might want to know your artist.
Yeah, that's key. But like most of the other shit, like I don't like spending money on clothes. For what? I was having this conversation at work. This same girl at my job that said she bought her man cologne and deodorant. She's comedy. But she said she was talking about how her clothes were like not brand name and like I forgot where she said she got them from. But I was like, she was like, look at you. She was like, you look nice. I was like, I'm glad you said that. I was like, everything I have on other than these shoes, thrift store. It was like the pants, this button-up shirt, the jacket, all got from a thrift store. I was like, the shoes, Burlington. So it's not like not spending money on shit.
Let's go.
For what? If people are gonna give you compliments, if you find the style you want and you look good and you feel good, I don't give a fuck how much this shit costs. That shirt was $7. You know what I mean?
I gotta get off of that because I be spending money. This dude put me on the thrift store. I be spending money low key, bro, on clothes, man. I used to shop at Express Men, bro. Like
I did too.
Man,
it's stupid. Racking
H&M Men was like my spot, bro.
I racked up crazy money on an Express credit card.
Express used to be my store, dog.
And we used to be mine
when
too.
They used to run them Steph Curry commercials.
Yep. I bought a suit just because he was playing basketball in a suit.
Yo, I saw that commercial, bro. I really almost bought a suit because that commercial.
I did. I went and put it on the card. Asked me if I got that suit now. Nope.
All right. So here's the deal. Because this is more personal, like finances, right? Let's talk about this. First date, you paying? Typically, or she paying? Yeah. Or you splitting? Typically, yeah. What? Which one?
If it was a date?
Yeah, first date.
I will always offer to pay. I'll always assume I'm paying. unless it's established beforehand. I've been on first dates where the girl, the woman I was dating, she picked the place or just like, I'll pay for this, you pay the next one or whatever. So typically that, or if I don't see it a second date, I'm gonna ask you to split it. If I don't want to see your ass again, if I don't want to see your ass again, we gonna split this motherfucker. I'm sorry.
You're a whole different type of savage. You're a whole different type of savage, dog. I'm still paying, bro.
Especially if they offer. I don't know. It's especially when I had dated out here before. A lot more women would offer. So if they offered and I was already like, we're not doing this again. And it's like, yeah, go ahead. Because I don't care what you think of me. I'm going to save my other half of this. But typically, because I usually pick the place. I'll finish this real quick. Typically, I'll pick the place. I'll make reservations or whatever if they're required. And so I know if I pick a place, especially when I was dating while broke, which probably wasn't a good idea, but I was still doing it. I would only pick a place where I knew where I'd be good, where I wouldn't struggle. Because I did that once. I went to a place I really wanted to go on a date. And yeah, and appetizer. Because when I go to a new place, especially, I do an appetizer. I'll do an entree. I'll get a drink, maybe two. I might get a dessert if I'm feeling a certain kind of way. So that was the first time I went to the Gaslight City. You know the spot. I think the slogan is a great place to get gaslit.
Yes,
a great place to get gaslit. I think it's
I was slogan. Like, what? I never heard of Gaslight City. Where's that?
You know where it is. You know exactly where it is. But the first time I went there.
Too. Well, not really, but close enough.
That was where I learned I shouldn't go places just because I want to. I should fill out the date first and then maybe, because that was a $200 and something bill for a first date. Not great. She offered to pay and I was like, nah, I got it. She only had one offer in her. That was it. And I was like, shit, I should have took it.
$200 something.
Yeah. It was a nice place. But that's why
nice place to get gaslit.
That's why I was a lot more.
What do you do for work, John?
What now? What? Oh, then that's what came up. I don't know.
That's what she said.
You fucking asshole. And then the next time I go in there is we. We just got back from Cancun. Like, who the fuck is we? You saying it like I knew this? You saying this like you ever spoke of this dude before?
It's not as bad. What do you like to eat?
Hakuna,
all of it.
I like all that shit. You know, food. I fuck with it. What do you like to eat? Food.
Everything, dog.
You name it, I'll eat that shit.
What's your favorite food? Everything. I like it all, bro.
Everything. My favorite food is
Bro, skinnier than this. Yep. Talk about everything.
Everything.
I like everything.
I like all that shit.
Mm-hmm. You don't got one food you like over the other. You better stop playing with me.
I'll eat anything at any time. This shit was wild. That was like, all right,
Come on, bro.
You want the conversation to end? Just say you want the conversation to end.
We don't gotta keep this up.
That shit was so funny. You paying every time?
But then she was keeping it going, bro. She was keeping it going, talking about some. She was talking about some. Yeah, my friends live on the East Coast or whatever. Yeah, all right, bro.
That's because you was leaned on the counter, looking cool. Man,
anyway,
like
yeah. So, first dates for me. I'm paying if I initiated.
That's fair.
I feel like if you ask me on a date, you need to pay. You asked me, you took me out.
That's fair.
Right? You pick me up. You hit me up.
You pick me up.
Drizzle, drizzle. Let me stop. Oh, man.
I feel that, though. If she's like, hey, let's go to this place, and, then cool. Hey.
Not even just that. Like, if she suggests a place, nah, like, I'm still thinking I'm paying. I'm talking about, like, the whole idea of, you want to grab a bite to eat sometime?
Oh, if she initiates the whole date.
Yeah.
I feel that.
That's my cutoff.
I typically always will pay too, unless, like I said, if we're not going to see each other again.
I haven't gone on enough first dates for that, though. I got to experience some more.
And you offer? Don't blame me for taking you up on that offer.
Reachonthehowse@gmail.
You trying to go on some more first dates? Please send this man an email. Please. Actually send it to me, because I'm going to read it. He won't know what's coming. That'll be even better.
Reachonthehowse@gmail. Like I said, hopeless romantic of the podcast, bro. That's my identity, dog.
I know. It is. It really is.
That's my identity.
I laughed when you said it the first time, but it's low-key looking that way.
It is. You're the happy in a relationship guy. I'm the hopeless romantic of the podcast.
Extremely
This is what we do.
Ecstatic.
Oh, boy.
Could not be
Wow,
happier.
look at the time. I think it's time to go to our fun segment. You guys enjoy this commercial. We hope you're enjoying this awesome conversation. And if you too want to join in, make sure you email us at reachonthehowse@gmail.com. You could send us dating profiles, awkward dating situations, and just funny stories you want to see us react to. We can't wait to read your emails. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Thank you for sticking around and joining us. This is the final segment. As you've come to realize, it's my segment. Actually, it's a group thing, but I run this bitch. So thank you for joining us. We're about to have some fun, read some questions, have some good times, maybe some laughs. Who knows? I might sprinkle in some seriousness. You just never know what you're going to get. And now, without further ado, we will get to favorite interaction of the week. So,
My favorite. Why are you talking like this, bro?
I was just trying to see how long. I was trying to break you.
Why?
I was just trying to break you. You were kept it together for longer than I anticipated.
I'm like, yo, what is bro doing? I was just like,
oh man. I saw you try to keep it together. Oh man, I couldn't. You won. You got me. I thought you would have broke sooner than that, but you held it together. Shout out to you.
I'm trained, bro. I'm a professional.
You are. You do compartmentalize like a mofo. I'll give you that. Even when you shouldn't, but it's all good.
No worries.
That being said, favorite interaction of the week. Thought about that for a while because this was a longer week than normal. So my favorite one though, there was a night market near me, and basically, if you're not familiar with what that is, it's basically just an area where a bunch of vendors go and set up booths, and typically there's food, but most of the time it's just people selling shit that they either made or like their own. It's basically supporting small businesses. A bunch of small businesses come, have booths, and sell their wares, if you will.
Let's go.
Yeah, I love that shit because I love supporting, local entrepreneurs and shit. So I bought like a magnet from these people that basically hand make these magnets. They get mushrooms, they freeze dry them, and like put them on wood and glue it and put resin over it. It's dope. So I bought that. But my favorite interaction was this lady and her daughter that run this business where they just sell shit that's pickled, and they sell jam. That is it. They sell a bunch of different types of jam. Actually, they had pesto too, so scratch that. But they had all different types of jam, anything from like just regular, not regular, but like just typical like blueberry type jam, all the way up to some super spicy shit. And then they have all the shit they pickled green beans, carrots, peppers, pickles, obviously, just all kind of shit. So I walked by and I was like, oh, I'd seen them before, and I bought like some pickles from them a while back, and they were really good. So I was like, oh, I forgot about this place. I'm glad they're here because I want to buy some shit. So I walked up to the table. Lady, super sweet lady, was just like, hey, and just really personable. And she was like, she started going through her own process. We make our own stuff and all this and that. And I was like, I remember this, but she sees a lot of people. She's not going to remember me. That was a while ago. So she was like, do you like sweet, spicy, savory? And I was like, fucking all of the above. And I was like, that's why, I don't know. I was like, I don't even know where to start because all of this stuff looks good. And she was like, well, how much time do you have? So she's like, I'll let you try everything on this table. We have samples of everything. And I was like, don't tell me that, because I will sit here and try everything. And she was like, well, come on. She was like, I love sharing my stuff with people. So she was so cool, man. She literally gave me a sample of everything she had. She ran through all this stuff and was like, okay, I'm going to take you from like the regular all the way up to the spiciest. So I tried a bunch of different stuff, and then her daughter is the one that specializes in the jams. So she was like, letting me try all these different jams, and they had all some spicy shit there. And I was like, the fact that they just sat there and just focused on me for like probably 10 or 15 minutes. I stood there.
Yeah, that's fire.
Them. Right. I ended up buying a few things. Probably more than I would have normally, just because of that interaction on its own. But she was just like really cool. And she was like, this is me and my daughter, and this is what we do. She was like, we're at this farmer's market. Like, this is where you can find us. And she's like, we also have this class where we teach you how to make pesto. And like, if you want to do that, send us an email.
Oh, that's fire too.
You can come to I was like, yo, like, this is dope. Like, just like, you didn't have to do all that. You didn't do that for the person that was here before me. And the lady that was here when I was here, she just bought her shit and left. But for whatever reason, they were super kind to me. And I sent them an email. I'm going to do that pesto making class. You better believe your ass I am. But it was just cool. Just that they took that time to because I was excited to see their booth. But they were just like, yeah, you want to try everything? And they sat there and tried everything. And they were just super grateful. It was dope. So shout out to them. No free pub, but shout out to them. They were great.
No free pub.
Oh, man. Oh, what about you?
Man. All right.
I mean, you got one you can't tell, maybe, but.
No, I can tell it. I can tell it.
Oh, let's go.
I'm gonna tell it.
All right.
Because I can't think of anything else, so it's got to be that one.
All right, let's hear it.
So I went to. Well, I was working.
Okay.
And I worked all night like I normally do, and I said, okay. For this time around, I'm going to, work till this time, and then I'm going to get off. So my last ride of the night, I had these older women. They were in their 50s, and they said, what are you doing? I was like, I'm just working, and then, I'm going home. This is my last ride of the night. They're like, come in the bar. And I was like, what? I was like, because people say that as a joke all the time. Nobody ever means it.
You get that a lot, yeah.
Yeah, people say that to me all the time because, like, I'm personable, I'm fun. So they say, come in the bar. And I'm like, nah, but these people, they were like, come in the bar, we'll buy you drinks. And I was like, free drinks? Like, I'm not going to say no. They were already a little on the lit side, but, like, I was like, yeah, why not? So I go in the bar with them, and this bar was so dope. Honestly, like, it's really far from my house. I thought about going back because of how dope the bartender was. The owner was really sick. Like, by the end of the night, it was like, oh, you're the Uber driver? They're like, oh, that's my guy. He was like, nah, that's not the Uber driver. That's my guy right there. So I was like, yo, this guy's dope, bro.
That's cool.
So the bartender ended up being dope.
Don't disrespect him and call him an Uber driver.
Yeah, he's like, no, that's my guy right there. He's cool, man. So, and then another guy was like, yo, you're smiling a lot over there. Like, I love it, man. Keep smiling. I was like, yeah, I appreciate that, bro. You're a good guy. So, like, I really was vibing in there and just having a good time. They're playing a lot of my music, and it wasn't my type of bar, so I was kind of like thrown off by it, but I wasn't upset. I was like, let's go.
It's always a weird feeling.
I was like, let's go. This is fire.
Yeah.
But like, no one else in here is vibing but me, so it's a little weird, but all right. Anyway. you know, so of course the ladies see me vibing. They're like, come on, dance. I'm like, oh boy, I'm not about to do this. I am new here. We are not dancing right now. I will be the only one in this place dancing. I am not about to sit here and
come on, dance with me.
Get jiggy with it to this song. Like, we're not doing this right now. I'm like, you need to go back and sip on your wine. Cause no, Dolores, go back over there in the corner and we're chilling. I'm not doing this. But anyway, it ended up being a really cool night. They ended up being really nice and really fun. They were like, we have kids your age. Oh my goodness. And they were telling me about their families and stuff. It was crazy. So it ended up being really fun. Just, you know, yeah. It was a fun night. It was a fun night.
Yeah. Oh man, I just realized in that moment how frustrating it is for you to text when you're in a situation like that, because you are the king of fucking cliffhangers in your text messages. You speak in code sometimes. No, it's all good. It's all good. You're just speaking cliffhangers, or you're talking in code, and I'm like, yo, give me more what's happening. What the fuck is going on right now?
I was vibing. Listen, I was taking free drinks. I was vibing,
you were having
man.
a great time. I'm glad you did.
Bro.
I don't want to change anything about what you did. It was just, I was just there like, I was like, oh, he texted me? I'm surprised he's still up. It's like, he's out at a bar. What the fuck is he saying? What the fuck? Well, hold up. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right the fuck now. This shit. Because
these
it was.
writers got him a drink. What?
Yeah, he was. Oh man. He said,
"Be careful. Be careful."
I got you. I'm not gonna trip. He said, these ladies took me to a bar, laughed my ass off. No, first it was, I have a story. I was like, okay, what? What's the story? These ladies took me to a bar, laughed my ass off. What the fuck? That doesn't tell me shit. Ladies, as in more than one? What's going on? He was like, man, I'm still here. This shit is wild. I'm just vibing. I'll let you know. I'm over here like, come on, man. And then again, yo, this is wild. It's like, you're not telling me anything. I'm on the edge of my seat. Oh, man. That's what I mean. I was just sitting here like, if this man don't give me some information, I was just bugging. I was like, he said this is wild. You see what I mean? From this side, I was just like, yo, man, tell me something. Tell me anything. I didn't realize you were still there.
He answered that phone call crazy, yo. He answered that phone call crazy quick.
Yeah, because I was ready. I think in the beginning, I didn't realize you were still there. Because the way it sounded like you were, like the night was over. Because usually you're not out that late either. You work and then you usually home by that time. So I thought that's what I was thinking. Yo. So when you were like, I'm still here, I was like, oh shit. That's why there's
home at 4, dog.
That's why there's no story to tell, because this shit is currently ongoing. He's in the middle of the story. So I get it now. I couldn't even
explain it.
I get it. Yeah, you had to call me later when you was on your way home, and I get why. It was just like, I thought it was over. So I was like, no, man, why are you
I'm very grateful for our time difference, bro. Like, our time difference is kind of clutch. Because
I'd have been out if it wasn't.
You would have been out, but like also I'm like a night owl, so like I'm always up anyways. So like our time difference like works out perfect. Like which one of us lives where we live. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because even right now, like it's 1:06 a.m. as we're recording this. Like bro would have been out.
Like, for sure would have. I gotta get up and go to work. I'd have been. Either that, or I'd have been on this shit like this, trying to pay attention to you, Todd. Oh man, but yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, it was fun.
I'm glad you had that, because it was perfectly timed, I think.
It was a rough day. No worries.
It was a rough. Hakuna Matata, my G. Hakuna Matata.
Means no worries for the rest of your
wild.
day.
Oh, but anyway, I got a few of these. I might do some rapid fire. I think some of these are gonna be easy. This one I'm curious about because usually, like I was telling you before, a lot of times when I come up with questions and stuff, I know your answer. I know you pretty well, so I feel like I know how you'll answer a lot of things. I do that with a lot of people. When I know somebody really well, I typically know how they'll respond to a question I'll ask or what I'm going to say. If they don't, then it's like, oh shit, okay, I didn't know you were going to go that route. Cool. But this one I'm curious about, so that's why I settled on it. So let's say Game 7, NBA Finals, Knicks are in it. Okay.
Here we go.
You get to play in the game and you get to make the shot that helps them win the NBA championship.
Okay.
But before you get to shoot the shot, so like during the timeout when they're calling the play, you pee yourself and everybody sees it. Do you want to do it?
I ain't gonna hold you, Chief. I'll be a meme. I gotta capture the moment. Would you capture the moment or would you let it slip? I gotta capture the moment. I gotta capture the moment.
His shorts is sweaty.
Listen, I'll smell like piss, but I'll be a champion.
I'll be a champion.
I'll be an NBA champ, bro. I will never need to work another day of my life once I'm a champion, dog. Or if I am working, it won't feel like work. I'll be on JJ Redick's podcast, Old Man in the 3. We'll be talking about it. So what made you pee yourself in that moment?
Proudly
Man, I was just so excited. I was so excited to get out there and take that shot, and a little bit just came out, man. I didn't know. It just came out. I was just so excited. I felt it in my bones. And I was so passionate about taking the shot that I just had to let loose.
Oh man, I had a feeling.
You ever been that excited? And he'd be like, no.
No, I haven't.
I don't think I ever will be, but
yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying, but no. He said I'll be a meme to be a champion. I feel that. People will forget. They'll forget about that.
Respect the ring.
Oh man.
Kiss the ring, dog.
All right. Shout out to you for that. That was dope. All right. I got a few would you rathers.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Damn, this one's crazy. Okay. Would you rather be unable to learn anything ever again? So what you know now is all you'll know for the rest of your life. Or you have a condition where if your cell phone ever runs out of battery, you die.
I got fire chargers. I got chargers in my car.
You're going to have to be that dude. You're going to have
I'm going to carry a battery pack
you
on me, bro.
Battery pack, the bank, like one of the power banks. I'm going to have a couple battery banks on me, dog. I'm good with that. I need to learn. I don't know enough, man. I learn every day, bro. I learn something new every day. You're going to have to change phones all the time, too. Because you can't.
I'm not going to hold you, though. It's sad. There's a lot of people who will not learn anything else.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They will fully believe they know everything.
They're happy with, man, I don't know if they believe they know everything, but they're happy with what they know. And they don't have a desire to learn anything new. Because they won't
me, bro.
Hear anybody out.
That's true, but not me. I want to learn. I want new stuff. I want to learn. I want to get better every day.
My phone hardly ever dies, but that's typical day-to-day stuff. If you can't do nothing outdoorsy, you better keep them power banks up. Keep them power banks.
I don't do nothing outdoors anyway, dog. Like, what do I do? I don't be hiking.
Just say it, traveling.
I don't care. I don't be hiking. Traveling is easy. I'd be fine. Yo, they got suitcases now with like power things on them to charge your phone, bro.
I'm not that worried about it because my phone doesn't. But I think if you know you have that condition, it'll be different.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you'd be worried. Yeah, you'd be worried.
It'd be a different
I feel
level of
that.
stress. I'm still taking it because I need to learn some shit because that's one of my favorite things to do is learn. That's why I like randomly looking up shit. I don't want to do that. That's not even an option. It's just I'll just take the stress of like having a charger everywhere, and I'll have a charger in my car, like you said, at my house, on me at all times, at my job. At least 2 power banks on me fully charged. Like I haven't had a case on my phone in years. I might get that case that has the battery pack on it just because I don't need that stress. If my shit drops below 50, I'm stressing. Because that's it. If your phone dies, you go with it. There's no warning. It's just you see it power down and that's it. Game over. So it's just, I know I'm not worried about it now, but it's because I know that's not a thing. I know as soon as that's a thing, I would obsess about my phone's battery.
All right, that's fair. I probably would too.
And I'd have to change phones. I have to go back to changing phones every year because you know how you keep the phone too long, that battery starts to wear.
Oh, the battery, bro. Hold on, what's my percentage at right now, bro?
Mine?
Yeah, because like I'm gonna teach y'all something about your phone battery. This is just a tech episode. But anyway, what happens with your phone? Yeah. After a certain time, if you keep charging it up as you go to bed, your battery health will decrease and your maximum capacity will go down. Yep. So your phone might say 100% up top,
but, not 100%.
But really, it only charges to 93%.
Oh, shit.
So my last phone would only charge to 79. 93% is actually really bad. I just got this phone.
That's pretty low. I'll see what mine is.
I just got this phone.
Oh shit, let's go. Mine says 100. What's wrong with yours?
I'm a
It's
power
the maximum
user.
capacity, right?
Yeah.
This one? That right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's 90? I've had this. Oh no, I just got a new one. I was gonna say this is the 13 though. But I just changed it out a few months ago. Yeah. So that's why.
I got mine when it came out, so like November. That's still
that's not that long ago. That kind of sucks. I wonder what my last one was because that's a 13 and I had it since it came out.
I mean, if you think about how much I use my phone though for work and stuff, like I'm on it constantly.
I use it for bullshit, so I feel that.
It stays on. If I'm on the Uber app, it stays on the whole time. So it's like,
all right, I feel that. Okay. Would you
I might
rather
have to swap it out? I need it.
You got Apple Care? Switch it out. Switch that motherfucker out. It's cheap. You don't got Apple Care? Damn. You wild. This shit's only like $29 to get a new phone. Yeah, but you need it for work. Keep it low on the shit you don't need. You keep it low on the luxuries, not the necessities. You got a screen protector on your car screen, but not on your phone.
I sure don't.
Okay. Would you rather? I think this one's fun. I don't know what you would say, and this is just kind of interesting. Would you rather have your skin turn blue when you're sad, or have your skin turn red when you're angry?
Rather have my skin turn red when I'm angry. I don't get angry that often.
I could think of a couple times recently where you have. It's definitely less often than you get sad, for sure.
Dang, bro.
Well, I mean, for me too. I'm not just calling you out. That's kind of good, right? Wouldn't you want to get sad more often than you're angry?
Nah.
Really? Anger is such a terrible emotion. Throw logic out the window.
Right? I get sad.
Yeah, it's damaging.
But then I turn into one of the Vegas performers. Like, nah, I'm good. You know.
Oh shit! Cause you. They go. Oh shit! Yeah, they go.
Violent. You're turning violent.
They gonna think you. They gonna be waiting for you to perform.
Man. Old School Willy Wonka is a great movie.
Oh Oh man,
Love that movie.
Violet, you're turning violet. Yeah. Oh man. Oh
Anyway,
shit. I would take that too,
yeah.
just because, like you said, I'm angry less often. Actually, you know what? No, I'd rather turn blue when I'm sad. Because typically when I'm angry, I don't show it outwardly, so it's not. So it would make it obvious that I am angry. Or I just have to tell people I have a skin condition and lie about the shit. But I'd rather just take I'm sad anyway, and now you just know I'm sad outwardly. I don't want you to know I'm angry because I
Shows up to work.
I've done a lot
Looking a little blue today.
Fuck you. Oh shit! Never mind. I'm gonna have to switch back because the amount of times you're gonna hear that joke. I'm gonna turn red.
Red is a very natural color.
I'm gonna turn red immediately. I'm gonna turn from blue
I got
red.
Native American in my blood, bro. So like I turn red anyways. So it's like, might as well just go commit to it. Go all the way.
Fuck, what does that mean?
Yeah, cause like, you know how they say most black people don't turn red. Like I actually do. Like I do, all the way.
What?
Like, yeah.
You talking?
You never heard that? You never heard that, bro? People be like, "Oh, black people don't turn red."
I don't know what Native American has to do with any of that.
Yeah, because Native American has red undertones in your skin.
You can go ahead and leave that alone. So I'm gonna move on to the next one.
Bro, I'm about to look it up. Look it up. Now you go.
I ain't gonna say
stupid.
shit on that. That's all you, Chief. I ain't got nothing.
That's what I've been told in my life. So maybe I
Okay.
could be wrong, but you know what? That's what I've been told. So I'm going to stick by it.
I mean, it's cool. Somebody told you that and you ran with it. No research on your own whatsoever. That's all good.
My great grandfather. Yeah, my grandmother's father's my great grandfather. He was straight Cherokee Indian. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All the way.
The views you've just heard were of Julian Fountain do not represent John House or Own the House. That's all.
I hate you, bro. I hate you. I can't stand you, bro. I can't stand you. What's wrong with having red undertones in your skin, bro?
Nothing.
Ain't nothing racist about it.
Okay. All right. Do I have yellow undertones in my skin for being light skinned? Because they did call me high yellow.
I don't know.
That's
Are
what
you
I'm
yellow?
saying. Do I look yellow? I feel like yellow look way different. I don't know. That's just what I was told. I'm not telling that shit like it's facts. That's all I'm saying. We ain't gotta leave. We ain't gotta spend no more time on this shit. I promise you. You can Google that shit on your own time. How dare you ruin my segment with your bullshit?
Oh man. See, look, I'm laughing. I'm turning red, bro. I'm just saying.
That's all we got today. That's all our time. I ain't got shit else. I don't want none else said. I want to get the fuck out of here. So thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Reachonthehowse@gmail.com to hit up this man, please, if you're interested. Probably not anymore. He's alienating everybody now. This guy just talking out of his ass now. You ain't got to send shit. But like and subscribe, please. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Tequila Sunrise
Shout out
talking.
to you. We love you. Fuck all of that bullshit he was saying. We appreciate you for being here. Let us know what you think.
Yes, we do.
We look forward to hearing from you. Peace and love.
Peace.